SNOFHY nor anyone on the podcast owns or claims to own any footage used, and it is viewed only for review purposes. We are within copyright laws.
Yes.
Okay, we're starting off with that sneeze. What's up, Snowfy?
Tits.
Stop saying tits. It's
Tits.
demonetized.
Tits.
What's
We're
up?
not monetized anyways.
Another podcast, another fucking Friday night.
Another bunch of fucking idiots talking to the void.
Another new profile picture for me, because I can't keep it the same.
I mean, mine will probably be changing after tomorrow, so...
But I have something, as we were talking about before. Let me change what we're capturing.
It's still just it's just a Discord.
Nope,
Yeah.
no,
No,
let me
that's
change.
not what we're doing.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna go full screen so no one sees anything. All right.
A little
Read
too
the
late
title.
there. This TikTok started a forest fire for it to what?
What? Excuse me?
So we're gonna watch it and
Kill-a-man?
talk about it, and then we'll go from there. Okay?
Okay.
Let's see if streaming
This is
videos
fine.
works
I swear,
well.
some of the stories I cover here on this channel have me in a state
Can't
of
hear.
constant
Oh,
disbelief.
no, it's 'cause I have it muted. Never
Sometimes
mind.
I just underestimate the stupidity of our species, especially when fame, money,
It's
and
still
attention
very
comes
jittery,
into
but
the
it's better than
that's
it's
usually
been.
a recipe for disaster for some people. Because today we're talking about a
Yeah, it's
TikToker who
stuttery,
allegedly
but, like,
set
I can
fire
watch
to
it.
some grass, bushes, and trees for a photo
All right.
shoot
Well,
for
if
her
it's too
social
bad,
media
we can
accounts. That
just
then started a forest
see.
fire, which is still burning as of this recording. Her name is Noshin Saeed, also known as Dolly, who has 11.5 million followers on her TikTok account. And as I said earlier, she is being accused of starting a forest fire, all for her social media photo shoot. Well, you could say that video was lit.
Way.
I'm
Wait.
just baffled this happened to begin with.
Oh, she could have edited that in so
You
easy.
basically start a disaster.
Why did she
so you
start
can
a
get
fire?
10 seconds of footage. It just doesn't make sense.
10
She
seconds of
since
footage.
deleted this video off of her account, but that was not before a whole bunch of people saw it and was like, what is wrong with you? It's safe to say she deserves the outrage, but according to a Newsweek article, this video was removed because she did this video to promote a fashion brand called Bling. And unsurprisingly, I'm sure they did not want to have anything to do with her stupid actions, so they probably told her to delete it ASAP. And if they didn't tell her to delete it, hopefully she would have gotten the, the cue of, maybe I should delete this video. Maybe that's an awful idea to post on social media. I still can't believe they filmed it, edited the video, or looked at the video, and they were like, you know what? This is a great video to post here on TikTok. Like, even if she didn't start the forest fire, using a disaster to promote a fashion brand, it's not the best way to do that. This happened in Islamabad, Pakistan, and even the board of the wildlife management, they tweeted out this, saying, those who set fires to forests don't realize the damage they do to wildlife. It is breeding season for birds and margalas right now, and their ground nests are destroyed by the fire. They can't even escape. This tweet also included a video of some baby birds that were rescued from the fire, but also a lot of very, very sad photos of animals that had passed away in this.
Did it really?
Yeah.
I thought it was just baby birds.
No, there was another one that was like replying to that. I won't be showing any of that here as it's just insanely depressing to see, but Dolly did make a response to all of this. So she claims that she did not start the fire herself, but the fire was already burning and that she and her team simply decided to take advantage of what was already happening. But my question here is, why didn't they report it? Because like in the video, it seems like the fire is small enough to where it could have been contained at that
That
point.
is
So
a good
maybe
question.
they should have been calling the forest rangers rather than whipping out the TikTok phone to film a quick TikTok. Why use a disaster to promote your social medias? I understand it if she was like driving by it and she brings out her phone like, oh my god, look at this is horrible. But like, let's put on a very nice outfit, let's do makeup, hair, everything, just to walk in front of the flames. Have you guys not heard of After Effects? Is After Effects something Dolly's team has never heard of? Seriously, if
That's
they
funny
needed
because we were
fire
all
in the
saying that when we saw the video.
Because that fire already is very little fire actually in the video.
Okay, so
She could have put that in so easy.
Yeah, so far, exactly like you said, it was a small fire, and if they didn't deliberately set it, why not, like, report it? Even, they could have still got their photo shoot and reported it.
Mm. They
And
could have been like,
had-
hey, this is going on.
they would have
maybe-
had
maybe
good
deal with it.
publicity for the brand and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But, let's be honest, they set the fire for the photo shoot.
Oh, They absolutely
Oh,
did.
absolutely. There's not a shadow of a doubt.
Like, in her reply of, well, she deleted it. That's obvious.
Yeah.
Whether the brand told her to or not, it's pretty obvious that they didn't want to be associated with it, or shouldn't want to be associated with it. But like, After Effects, man, and no one's getting dressed up to go to a photo shoot, and then they just happen to stumble across a wildfire in the area that we're gonna go to their photo shoot.
And their photo shoot before the fire just happens to be a random kind of dry area in the forest.
And in a
That's not even quite a forest.
Hold on, let me go back quick.
Yeah, pull up the thing so we can look at it.
Yeah, let's see it.
You can
Right
see
here.
my mouse, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it is a perfect line down along this like edge here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They set that.
Yeah,
It's obvious there was like a stream of gas, and then they lit it on fire.
It's way too controlled for them to have found it like that, especially with perfect timing where they're coming to do their shoot.
Yeah.
This reminds me of the guy who allegedly crashed his own plane for views a while ago. I don't know if you guys remember that. We talked about it on here, though.
I remember you talking about it. I don't remember too much of it.
Yeah, I don't remember too much about it.
He was like an expert pilot and crashed his plane and then did a whole video of wandering back to civilization for views. It's like, there's so many better ways to get clicks. And this just didn't seem like a good idea at all, so I'm not sure why she tried it.
I'm not sure why you would ever think to be like, yeah, let's light shit on fire.
There's some... Listen, I don't know if you guys have heard of Fiverr. It's like the thing where you go on and you hire people to do things for you, you know? Like music, art, whatever. You could have hired someone on Fiverr cheaper than whatever her fines are going to be, because she's going to get in trouble for this.
Oh, absolutely.
Also, yeah, I know the video is glitchy. It's just we're working with it. As long as the sound is okay. But yeah, it's just... It's crazy. I'm going to turn on the rest of this.
Fire in the background. Why don't they just use After Effects? It's a lot easier. See? This is fine. Also, my editor, Daniel, probably spent hours on making that effect, so thank you. You're a real one. It seems like, from what I can tell, the fires are still ongoing, but an FIR has now been filed against her, meaning the police are now legally obligated to investigate the case. But since I recorded the last segment, Dolly has since responded again. So they posted another video of her standing by the fire, and since there's a clear language barrier here, I'm gonna have to completely trust the translation off of this website. But this local man here claims that he started the fire, and he said the goal of starting the fire was to drive away snakes away from livestock and children in the area. And then the caption of this video says, as you can see in this video, the billboard indicated the place, which is motorway and is not National Park Koshar. Listen to the person in the video carefully so that you know the reality. I expect justice. So that's very interesting, and if this is actually true, that changes the entire narrative that we saw on Twitter earlier. I have no idea if this man can legally be doing this, as it is dry season and this fire could easily spread way further than what this guy was trying to do. So I'm guessing this is not legal, but also just another side note. As a wealthy influencer, could she have paid a farmer to come on camera and say this? I don't know.
Yeah, why would he just randomly be like, guys, it was me?
Yeah, exactly. Either way, though, especially with this update, it'll be very interesting to see what the police have to say. But for any social media influencers out there who want to have flames in the background of their video,
well, that's another interesting video that popped up, because Celeste had mentioned that to me earlier. But...
Oh, not the Ace family. Oh, not the
go off about the Ace family right now.
We're not doing that.
Thank
No.
the gods.
Absolutely not.
But that
We're talking
video-
about the
okay.
fire.
That specific video.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end there, exactly what he said. Why would that guy come on and say he was guilty? Even if he was the one who started the fire for that reason?
Yeah.
That's still, if it caused a wildfire or something, that's still going to get you in trouble.
Yeah. Huge fines.
Or
Like he was saying, it, are we glitchy?
It's
God damn
probably
it.
because I just shut off the video. Hold on.
It might be. Hang on. Let me unmute the stream and see how bad we are. No,
God.
stream is fine on my end.
Okay.
No, the stream's loading on my end.
Sam's and Morgan's. Okay, Sam.
I
Okay.
just listened to my own voice and it was fine.
Okay.
Eh.
But yeah, it's pretty obvious what happened. And
Mhm.
her little "I expect justice" thing at the end is
Weird.
yeah.
Very weird. She expects justice for a thing that she had done for her video?
I mean, okay,
Right.
so this is all alleged. We can't we weren't there,
Mhm.
but it's pretty clear from the evidence that that's what happened.
Mhm. Especially with if the guy standing there with her, obviously he knew she was there and that this was happening. And if they didn't want the fire, they could have been like, "Hey, wait a minute."
The thing is, I believe he started the fire.
Yeah, he definitely could have. But
But if he started it for her and used the excuse of snakes, or if he started it for the snakes and she was like, "Oh my god, it's a perfect opportunity to walk in front of a fucking blazing fire," we'll never know. I guess until we find out.
yeah, until somebody who has actual authority makes a decision.
But yeah, obviously I'm not an editor because I didn't know it would take 7 hours to do that effect.
Oh, that shit's wild. Editing takes 10
But,
bajillion years.
Yeah. editing
7
takes a lot.
hours or 7 years in jail.
Yeah.
I think the choice is still pretty obvious. Actually, that's Pakistan, right? They said.
Oh.
I think so. I think that's what he said.
Yeah, that's not really one of the places you want to. Not insulting anyone's country. One of the places you want to really mess around with that stuff. Pakistan's actually more lenient than some, but I don't know, man. It just seems like too much of a risk to take for some updoots.
And like you said, she's got probably so much money. She could have paid people to do that so easy.
You know who deserves the money more than her?
Oh my god,
SNOFHY podcast. Make sure you follow.
we're not even
subscribe,
monetized.
so we can get monetized.
I mean,
Poor people, not us.
poor people.
Okay, you know
There
what?
is poor people.
To be fair, yeah. But we are poor people,
Yeah, we're all poor. Like
So-
me.
College student.
Listen, I mean it with all sincerity. If I ever came into a bunch of money, I would not keep all of it.
Oh, absolutely not. It's going to whatever charity that I can get it to.
I know a lot of people say that, but bro, I don't. Having a lot of money is dangerous, anyways. I don't want to fuck.
Yeah, I don't want that shit. I want enough that I can have a house and survive,
Comfy.
and then that's cool.
I want a comfy life, and the rest can be someone else's. That's why we need Never mind.
Nope, don't say that.
So, the state of the world's been a fucking nightmare lately, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
We don't have to go into any details.
yeah, no.
We're not going to.
Mhm.
But how you guys doing?
Alive for now.
Well, I just got gas and I found out that the gas prices went up again. We're at $4.86.
It's $6 up here.
It cost me $50 to fill up my tank.
I was at about a quarter on my tank, and it cost me $55 to fill it. $55 for 11 gallons.
Can we talk about? Okay, so we don't usually get into politics. I'm not gonna get that far into politics, but the U.S. right now is somehow one of the
falling
cheaper
apart.
places for gas.
Yeah, actually, I've heard
Weird.
By U.S. dollar, I mean. So
by
Yeah.
US dollar.
With all the conversions considered.
'Cause, let me look
we're
this up.
cheaper.
Because I'm pretty sure from something I saw the other day, so I want to look it up.
Yeah, I think I've heard that people in I think maybe the UK has higher gas prices right now.
Okay, so not the lowest, but we're down there. So right
We're
now,
down there.
this is March 14th, so it's a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see. Australia is at $5.38. Belgium, it's $8. I don't know where Benin is. This is like every country, so it's probably a smaller country. Let's see. China is $5. Denmark is 9. France is 8, and Finland is 9. Hong Kong is $10.
Jeez.
Let's see. Netherlands is also 9. Russia, it's 163, but that's because they produce
It's
it.
Russia. Yeah, and that's where the refinery is.
United Kingdom is $8, and we're at an average $4.69. It's crazy, but like we're not in the highest.
No,
Above
we're
average,
pretty
yeah.
low.
Kuwait also is at 131. That's like the two lowest is Russia and Kuwait.
Mm-hmm.
We're really just out here living our best lives.
But the thing is, that's unfortunate. Is like there is so like the government doesn't really decide gas prices, but there is stuff they can do to help out, and there's just not been much lately done. So like that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But like current events are fucking nuts.
The world is on fire.
The world's on fire and everything's burning. Sorry, let me pull up chat again so I can see. I broke inside. Look at Germany. Like remove the tax. Yeah, that's the one thing is lowering or removing the tax. I know in New York was it a couple counties like set or took away their tax for a while. Oh, did you guys see the video? It was going around for a little bit. This guy tried to fill up the bed of his truck with gasoline to save it.
Yes.
By putting a tarp in the back.
I also saw a lot of the ones with the plastic bags.
Have you seen those, Morgan?
Yeah, I've seen them before. I've seen a lot of dumb shit people do to save gas.
Like, I think it's the it's like one of the people inside the attendants is like taking the video, and this guy's pouring gas into the bed of his truck, and it's kind of filling up, but it's just leaking out of because it's a tarp.
Yeah,
yeah,
perfectly sealed container.
Bro, people are fucking idiots.
I know, you could just get gas containers and fill them.
Yeah, there's that too. Like, gas containers aren't that expensive, but like, if you were really needed to, you have a truck. Go get a fucking 50-gallon drum and fill it up.
There you go.
Yeah, just don't do what some people do during hurricane season, which is take the big dumpsters that you use to put out on the side of your house when it's a dumpster day and fill that whole thing up with gas.
Oh, we're not from the boonies like you, so we don't know about that.
Oh, my power just flickered.
Bro, you've never seen that before?
No, I haven't. I've never lived in a state where I've never lived in any other state than this one, but like where that's a problem.
I think I see it. I've seen it happen. I don't know if I've seen it in person, but I know it happens around like Florida or like places where like when hurricane season is hitting.
I mean, I imagine.
Yeah, but like some people are like, fucking let's put the big dumpsters in the bed of my truck and then let's fill that motherfucker up all the way with gasoline.
That is so wild. Like, getting it back out's got to be so hard too. Why would you just also not get a container?
Yeah, what's the like plan after once you get it in there?
The bottom, though.
Bro, people are so stupid. It's ridiculous.
All right, listen.
I'm listening.
Don't do that.
Are you gonna tell me that people aren't stupid?
No. I was just saying, don't
do it.
Yeah, don't do the thing.
Don't do the thing.
Be a sensible human being.
Be the opposite of Julie. Do not do the thing.
Yeah, don't do the thing.
Yeah. What's
bro? Shout out to fucking Julie, bro. Julie holding it down. What was his name? Varric?
Varric, yeah.
Yeah, Julie holding it down for Varric.
Listen, I know Korra wasn't the best. It doesn't live up to Avatar, right?
Bro, but like
still good
shit.
Still good. I would
really good.
Watch it again.
Okay,
we should do it again.
Real question. Would you watch a sequel to Korra? of the
Oh,
next.
absolutely.
With like the next Avatar, yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be what? I think the next one is Earth.
Yeah, did you guys hear?
Yes.
Apparently,
Yes.
so you know Avatar Studios got made as like a
Yes.
Mhm.
partner to Nickelodeon, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Apparently, they announced a new movie and show.
I know they were working on a new live action that was supposed to be better than the bullshit we got before.
Well, that was the Netflix one, but the creators left that.
Yes. So we're still kind of a little hesitant, but a little hopeful at the same time. And so far, it's
We'll find
looking
out.
good because the cast is like more diverse and not all white.
Yeah, that's one big thing is the cast.
Is more like culturally accurate.
That's good. Have you guys seen how good the cast is for the new Percy Jackson series? Because is it good?
I haven't
I
seen the
haven't,
cast.
no.
But I've heard more about it from Disney Plus.
They're all very good.
Who plays Percy?
I don't know names, but
Fuck, I'm looking it up.
I was reading stories of the kid's been on set for less than a week and he's already making seaweed brain jokes.
Hey, that's how you know he's coming good.
Yeah.
Let's see. Fucking, who can I find?
So I can't find anything on it now, but apparently, as of April 7th, they did say they were gonna make another show and movie.
Nice. That'll be nice. I hope they turn out good.
Walker Scobell, who will play Percy. Who the fuck is Walker Scobell?
I feel like I've heard that name.
Oh,
He's a child.
He is a child, and he's got like sea green eyes.
Yeah, he's an actual child
Yeah,
playing a child, as it should be.
Oh yeah, it was the kid in Adam in the
Yeah,
fucking Adam
that's-
Project film.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's the kid.
I was
Yes.
talking to someone about this the other day, and I was like, yeah, Ryan Reynolds made a post about the kid that played him in the Adam Project getting a big role, but I don't remember what the role is. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Percy Jackson.
We like this
Yeah.
child.
And then they said they found their Grover and Annabeth.
Yes, they did. Annabeth is absolutely gorgeous, and I need to find her name.
Annabeth, Leah Sava Jeffries.
Yes, look at this girl. She's beautiful.
She is very pretty. So I feel like this is gonna be great.
Mm-hmm. There has been a lot of controversy over her playing Annabeth, though, because one, she's not blonde, and two, she's not a white girl, so people are mad.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, the creator came out and said something about it, right?
Yeah, Rick said a lot of things, and he was like, if you say anything bad about this girl, I'm going to fight all of you.
Yeah, because fucking it's Rick Riordan.
Yeah, Rick Riordan is so proud of this girl and proud of his whole cast that he has right now, and it's just so wholesome to watch.
Bro, he's so like into about making this fucking show.
Mm-hmm.
What
I
is it?
can't
He
wait.
said he'd never even watched the movies after he read the screenplays.
Yeah, he
because
never watched the movies.
because he handed them all of the material they needed, and then he got the screenplays back, and he was like, "This is absolutely not what I wanted," and they were like, "Oh well, too bad."
Yeah,
So he was like, "I'm not even gonna watch this shit."
yeah,
But,
he
like-
was so disgusted by the fact that they twisted his like life work or like something that he's poured a lot of heart and time into, and it was not at all true to the story.
But like
He's like,
without, so I watched the movies before I ever read anything by him, right?
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
Same.
And like watching the movies, even when I like first watched them, I thought they were kind of subpar as like standalone
They're not.
movies.
The first movie, The Lightning Thief, isn't that bad on its own.
Yeah, I think
The fact that it's a movie adaptation of the book Percy Jackson the Lightning Thief, that's what fucks it.
Yeah.
yeah, because like it has some genuinely good scenes, and it would work as like a comedy about the whole thing, because like
Yeah.
it's funny.
It's like, oh hey,
genuinely
look,
has good
gods
jokes.
are real. The Greek gods are real, and they live on the top of the New York State Building, the Empire
Yeah.
State Building.
But like it struggles with some of the, I don't know if it's
Pacing.
the actors or the direction, but like
I can tell you right now, pacing is a big
Yeah.
problem in that
pacing
movie.
is huge.
They were either going way too fast or way too slow at every point.
But the
Like, just
actor
some of the
for
things-
Percy just
Logan
felt like,
Lerman.
he felt like a depressed zombie through the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
Which like I don't think he's a bad actor.
I think Logan Lerman's a great actor. I'm a fan of his work.
But like, it's obvious the direction just wasn't trying to be true to the story.
Mm-hmm.
Sword. He did well. The fucking Riptide is a pen sword.
Yeah,
It
and
does
sword's still there.
it does turn from a pen into a sword.
Yeah, I know that.
Sword. Sorry,
Sword.
sword.
Yes, make fun of Celeste's spelling in chat. It's very important.
Also, wasn't it like the joke that he didn't find out until one of the last books that it actually wrote? Something.
I think so. I never read all of them. I read like
I read all of
half
them.
of them.
Something to me about it.
I've read all of them multiple times. The Last Olympian is the best one. Hands down, bro. The pacing, the storyline, the fucking action, bro. Bro, it's so good. It's so good. I love The Last Olympian. It's still like my favorite book of the whole series.
But like, where the first movie can kind of hold itself on its own, I feel like the second movie just struggles with everything.
Yeah,
Second
second movie was oof.
I don't know why they were like, hey, it's been like almost 10 years since this first movie came out. Let's make the second movie now, and let's somehow make it worse.
Was it really
Let's
that
make
long
it
between
real
the two?
bad. It was a long time.
Yeah, it was
I don't think it was. I don't think it was 10 years, but it was a long time.
Sea of Monsters came out in 2013. The first movie, it was 3 years. Yeah, it was 3 years. I was wrong. I was over exaggerating. That's on me.
No.
Lightning and Sea of Monsters came out in 2013.
So Sea of Monsters has some good scenes, right?
Mm-hmm.
They tried to fix Annabelle's hair to make it more blonde because she was brunette in the first movie.
But like, the story is all over the place.
Oh yeah, they took so much like key shit from like other books and just put it in one.
Just slapped it in
like,
there because
the
they thought they
thing
could.
About the girl in the tree, right?
That's true for Sea of Monsters in the book, but she doesn't get out until the end of the movie, which is also true. Or to the end of the book, which is also true. Bro, I can tell you everything about this shit.
But like, okay, so yeah, her getting out, that's like a main plot point, but then they have his half brother.
That is a main plot point in the book. Tyson. But Tyson does get a lot of time.
And actually, he's one of the better parts of that movie, though.
Dude, yeah, I remember him being like my favorite part because I enjoyed the break, and his character seemed to actually enjoy being what he was supposed to be.
I did feel like there was a lot less back and forth or like moments with Tyson and Percy in the movie than there was in the book. Like I feel like there was a lot more like interaction between the two in the book than there was in the movie. Movie, I just felt like kind of all over the place.
But like,
I think the issue with the movie ended up being, I remember hearing that they thought they were only going to get the budget for a trilogy and they were going to try to shove a bunch of shit in.
Okay, because I remember all of these interviews.
Oh,
I can tell you exactly what happened. So when they first got the movie, they were signed up to do a 5-movie deal. They were signed up to do every single one of the movies, or one of the books. And then when the first one came out and it didn't do as well as they thought it would do, then it got changed from all 5 to a trilogy. So we're just gonna do 3 movies. Then that took longer than they thought because of everyone's shitting on the first movie, and then they finally made the second movie, and then that did so much worse than the first movie that they just were like, okay, yeah, there's no point.
Well,
they had dashed everyone's hopes.
One of the strongest scenes in the entire second movie, in my opinion, is like the first training scene because it's fun, it's energetic, it's got a good soundtrack, it's got like jokes.
Clarice.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good scene.
Good shit.
It was choreographed in a fun way, but like, right after that, it just starts going downhill, and then you get like some good action scenes, and you know, every time his brother's on screen, it's good, but like.
No, they like sped through it because of how much shit happens in the Sea of Monsters. Bro, the ending of the movie literally doesn't make sense. Fucking cause at the end of the movie they have the golden fleece. I don't think the hippocampus was at all in this movie, which may or may not be true from the book. But fucking they have the fleece and they have this other shit. But then they go to this like theme park and then like fucking Luke is there and then Chronos shows up, right?
Yeah.
fucking that shit don't happen. Kronos doesn't come in until the 4th movie, and even then you only hear his voice, and it's in a golden sarcophagus. Fucking there was a lot of shit. Like the book focuses gives more growth to Clarice's character because she has like a big key thing. Fucking at the once they get the fleece and get back on. No, that was Lightning Thief. Right? Was it Lightning Thief? When
No, that
Percy
was Sea of Monsters.
Percy
yeah,
is
the
supposed
second.
to fight Ares, the god of war.
Yeah, and that doesn't even happen, right?
Yeah, I think it's either Lightning Thief or Sea of Monsters. I want to say Sea of Monsters, but I think I'm more sure on Lightning Thief. He was supposed to fight on the beach Ares, the god of war, and he was supposed to win because Ares is being controlled by Kronos. That shit don't fucking happen. There was so much shit that they removed from the books and to put in the movie that it just made a lot of the shit in the movie not make any sense.
Yeah, it's pretty
because
obvious.
they didn't have the setup.
They were trying to make the movie like exciting and action filled to get people to like it. That they didn't really care about the story or anything else.
Yeah, they took all the story and fun out, which is the reason people were interested in the first place.
Yeah, it makes the show fucking the story great. Bro, Cece, don't even get me fucking started on the fucking Lotus Flower Casino.
Oh my
scene.
god,
Yeah,
the
well,
casino.
God.
That was good
Bro.
in the movie, but like it's completely different from the book.
From
right?
the book. Bro,
Yeah.
they take out like a very key thing that has a long fucking plot for the whole rest of the first series. You meet Nico and Bianca at the fucking casino. You meet Hades' kids. That doesn't happen in the movie.
Yeah, honestly,
Oh.
Hades was kind of boring in the first movie.
Yeah, they kind of ruined the boy.
Oh man, bro, I like the problem is the first movie I don't think is bad. Second movie is garbage. I didn't like all the shit they took away. But it felt like a lot more like
I definitely think if they took the first movie and they had made it just made it a standalone thing where it's like, hey, the gods are just on the Empire State Building and people are chilling instead of trying to base it on the book, they could have done something with it.
Instead
But
of
like
the Percy Jackson story, they should have done a Percy Jackson inspired story. Just
yeah.
not
Yeah,
tried to base it off
yeah.
the books.
that would have made it that would have made it better and more digestible than just hey, this is Percy Jackson Lightning Thief film adaptation. Doing that just shot themselves in the fucking foot.
But hey, now we're gonna get a hopefully good show. So
Hopefully good show. I don't know if the musical's good. I've never had anyone talk about
There's
the
a
Percy Jackson
musical?
musical. There is a musical,
There
yes.
is a musical,
it's
yeah.
probably a sign that you've never heard anyone talk about it. Of the quality of that though.
I mean, I'm not that big into musical stuff. Like, I know a few of the really popular ones, and I've seen a couple, but like, I don't live in the musical scene.
I hope that this series does well enough that we get more. We get more of the Jordan stuff.
Because
I think it'd be great if we got like the Kane Chronicles.
because it goes into other mythologies, right?
Yeah, fucking Percy Jackson is Greek, Kane Chronicles is Egyptian. Then the Heroes of Olympus, it starts by introducing Roman. Well, the first book is a Roman demigod in the Greek setting, and then the second book is a Greek demigod in the Roman setting. So it flips with a lot of the back and forth of Romans because that's like a whole parallel thing in actual mythology.
Yeah.
And then there's a crossover book where the Percy Jackson does meet the main character of the Kane Chronicles of the Egyptian series, which I think would be cool.
Are you telling me we could get a whole Percy Jackson MCU in here?
Yeah, that's pretty much what they're saying.
There's that other one. There's that other series where it's like Annabeth's like cousin, and he's fucking Norse.
Yeah, I know there's another one that exists. I couldn't tell you the name of it because I never read it or interacted with it. I know it exists.
Chase and the Gods of Asgard. That's what it is. Yeah, fucking Magnus Chase is like Annabeth's cousin or some shit, and it focuses on him. Oh, I can't wait. I really hope that we get more of this shit. It'd be so cool.
I mean, I'd like the idea. I still haven't read it. I might at some point. Maybe if I ever get time in my life.
Recommend. I recommend. Good, bro. Good series.
you guys ever read The Demon King?
Demon King.
No,
What the fuck is the Demon?
not that I remember.
Hold on, let me look it up.
Is it by fucking what's his name? The dude who writes like all the big books, Stephen King.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's by
I
Cindy
definitely
Williams
not by
Chima.
Stephen King.
Okay, Demon King. No, I've
It's a
never heard
whole
of it.
series.
Never
But
heard
it
of it.
has like such a cool system.
Ooh, look at these covers that are popping up. Hello.
They are pretty covers. You ever read the fucking the Dragon Chronicles?
That one sounds more familiar, but I don't think so.
Books were always like a dragon's eye. Like it was like zoomed in on
That sounds familiar. I'd have to have more info to know for sure.
Dragon Chronicle. It's by Christy Lacey. Chris.
All right, I gotta
yeah,
look it up.
The Last Dragon Chronicles is what it is. Yeah, each fucking book cover was like a dragon's eye.
Hang on, I'm pulling it up.
I've probably always been saying his name wrong, but Christy Lacey.
I don't think I've read it. It does look very familiar, but all of the covers that are popping up are the same vibe of everything I would pick up when I was a child and read. So
Probably seen it in the library or something.
I've
That's
definitely seen
where,
it.
where I
110% have seen it before.
That one was cool because it fucking there was like this like whole like other world, and there were like clay dragons, and there are like people that like have bonds with dragons, and then the clay dragons move, and it's like this dude who like comes in and he doesn't believe his dragons are real, but then his dragon moves, and then he believes it's real, but then he's not real, and then he's a whole, then he's from the future, but also the past. It's really like confusing. I read the whole series. I read the whole series, and I remember, you know, that fucking meme of fucking Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, the Pepe Sylvia meme, where he's got the board full like all like the mail and like the red lines and the Pepe Sylvia like huge. Like I was like that with the fucking Last Dragon Chronicles. I remember like having like a whiteboard and a black marker and writing down all the connections between everything and making it all line up. I was like, okay, this is from this world, but this person is from this world. So then this person, then this is how it works. For timeline wise, they're from this way. This is how this works. This is before this one. This one is before this one, timeline wise. Oh man, I was a big nerd about that book. I thought they were cool. We're just talking about books now.
I guess
Sorry
so.
that
That's what we're talking about.
Look up.
I really like reading books. If it's a book series I've read, you damn well goddamn be sure that I have been just like sucked into it.
I'm rereading stuff that I read when I was younger, literally right now. Not currently right now, but I'm rereading in free time.
What the fuck was that dragon's name? Oh fuck, I gotta find the name. There were like weird names.
I am on the hunt now to find an old series I read forever ago that I remember making absolutely no fucking sense. I just don't remember the name of it. I'm gonna find it before the stream ends.
Gadzooks was his name. They had like
That's a beautiful name, and I love it.
Yeah, he was a clay dragon, and he had like a little journal, and he would help them. He would just have this. He would just have this little clay dragon on his thing, and then he would look at him, and then he'd go to sleep. He'd wake up, and he would write something because he was writing a story, and his dragon would help him like come up with ideas, but he didn't know that it was his dragon until like later.
Oh, that's kind of cute though.
There's just this little cute dragon that will like help him write.
That's kind of cute though.
Yeah, bro, Gadzooks was lit. Everyone had all the names of dragons. Were what the fuck is this? All the names of the dragons. Sorry, I was looking at Google Images.
No, it was very good. Comedic timing.
Fucking they had like all these like weird names. A lot of them started with G. Yeah, the dragons' names all began with the letter G. There's one that was Guinevere, one was like Gwendolyn, one was like Gawain, one was like fucking Gadzooks, one was Gruffin. There's a lot of names that started with Grockle. Collie Gosh Lightning. Gwillin, Gruffin, Gretel, Greth, Glade, Groin, Gudrun, and Bro, there was a lot of names.
Yeah, you're gonna keep going forever if we let you just keep going.
Yeah, I need to stop.
I'm too busy to stop you, so pop off.
Oh, Casey's been distracted.
I'm trying to find this book. I can't remember the name.
Here, I'm gonna send a picture in the Discord. Shout out to SNOFHY Discord. Fucking in the VC chat of a drawing of what people say Gadzooks would look like, but this
Oh
is a
please, I do
pretty
want to
good,
look at this boy.
pretty decent idea. Of
Oh,
yeah, just imagine him clay.
friend shape.
Yeah, bro, he was cool.
Summoner. Jesus, it should have been obvious.
Oh, the summoner sounds familiar. That's getting closer to things I remember.
It's
The
like
summoner.
yeah, so it's orphan teenage boy who gets a scroll to summon a creature and then doing magic and stuff, and it's cool. And then he gets
That's
thrown into
absolutely
the whole lore,
something I would read and still probably would read.
and like it's good. It's a whole series. And he's a fun character. I want to reread it. It's so good.
I've thought about rereading some old book series, namely Percy Jackson and the Last Dragon Chronicles. I don't really read that much. All I read is fanfic now.
I don't read a lot of anything, which is probably my problem.
Bro, fanfic? Fanfiction. Hear me out.
Listen, don't even have
Hear me
enough
out. Hear me out, Casey.
No.
Why not?
Casey refuses to hear you out.
Why not,
'cause
Casey?
I've heard you out about 500 times about fanfiction at this point.
Because you gotta give it a shot, man.
No, I don't.
Why not?
Listen, if they don't want to, they don't have to. The only fan fiction they have to read is the stuff I'm writing about our characters because they have to make
No.
sure it's
No, I
accurate.
See?
You have to tell me if I'm writing your child correctly.
I don't have to do anything ever.
Fair enough, I guess. You don't refuse to be. You like my writing.
No, but like, okay, so I didn't read at all through school besides like first to fourth grade, and then I kind of stopped. In like high school, the junior year, I just I was like, you know what, I'm gonna read, and I read so much.
I'm gonna read books.
Like, but those two series stuck with me.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's a two-part question. Did you in your English classes, did you have to do like a signed reading? Like you had to pick a book, read it, and like write an essay about it?
Yes.
We had to do the accelerated reader system where we had to do the little test online, but we had to do 3 or 4 of them in a quarter.
But you had to read a whole book.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Is there a book that you had to read that you actually ended up liking after?
Okay, so the Summoner series, the one I just mentioned,
Uh-huh.
I read the first book because it was like in our options to read for that,
Mm-hmm.
and I read the rest of them because I liked it so much.
A lot of all of our books we were allowed to pick out whatever we wanted. Like sometimes there was like you had to stay in the fiction section or the nonfiction section limit, but that was usually about it. A lot of the stuff we were allowed to pick ourselves. The series I'm rereading right now is one I picked up because I was like, okay, this looks really good and it's in the accelerated reader system. I'm gonna go get this one.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, buddy?
Fucking in my, I think it was my 10th grade English class, I had to read. We had to pick up. My teacher would have on a table just a bunch of books. You'd have to pick one, and then like every time before the next class, you'd have to read like a certain amount of pages, write a small like paragraph on this worksheet, and you had to do that for the whole rest of the book until the book was done, and then after that, you had to write an essay about it. One of the books I ended up reading was, hang on, I want to make sure I get the name right, but I know everyone is gonna know the book. The Giver by Louis Lowry. Maybe saying that wrong. The Giver.
I've never actually read The Giver. I didn't have to read that one, and I didn't ever pick it up on my own.
I decided to give it a shot. I was like, that looks interesting because I never read Ender's Game, but I was like, that looks interesting. So I picked it up. I rate it. It is surprisingly like a really good book. I watched the movie when it came out. Again, surprised at how much I enjoyed the movie.
I did read Ender's Game, and I did really enjoy Ender's Game, and thought about picking up the rest of them. And then I found out there's like 15 of those motherfuckers, and they're kind of expensive.
Did you guys ever read Mrs. Oh, I'm gonna butcher the name.
Doubtfire?
No, it's like Mrs.
No.
Pettigrew, I think is her name.
The
Home for Mysterious Children, I think it's called.
Yeah, I read that. I didn't
Oh
read.
no, I never read that one.
I didn't read all of them. I read the first two.
Yeah, I read the first two, but they made a movie of the first one that I thought was pretty
Mhm.
good,
I did see the movie. The movie's pretty good. I enjoyed it.
but it didn't do good enough for a sequel. It's Peculiar Children. Didn't do good enough for a sequel, unfortunately. But like, so without like too many spoilers, the villain is like this cannibal dude.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And he eats kids.
yes.
I called it. The kids that have
You want to know
special
who
powers.
played this villain in this weird movie about of this book?
Oh, you know I don't know actors.
Fucking Samuel L. Jackson.
Really?
Here, let me find the image.
Really? Samuel
Because I
Jackson.
know you've seen him because it was a meme. You've seen
Oh.
like his face because it was a meme for a while in this.
What's the name of the movie?
Mrs. Pedigree's Home for Peculiar.
None of us know how to
kids.
speak English over here on Snowfy Podcast.
Yeah, just look up the name and then Samuel L. Jackson.
It'll pop up. You'll see it.
Samuel L. Jackson. Looking at what the fuck?
He
Uh-huh.
was a meme for a while.
He looks like how he looked in the Glass movie by
Yeah.
fucking whatever the dude's name is.
I kind of want to watch the movie again and see if it still lives up to what I think. But like,
We should
M.
do
Night
it.
Shyamalan, that's his name.
That should be our next thing we watch in chat.
I thought
What?
it was really good.
I said
Though.
that movie.
I'm enjoying looking at Samuel L. Jackson again. God damn
He
it.
plays a good, creepy bad guy.
He did really good. I'm just enjoying the one where you can see the really pointy teeth way too
Yeah,
much.
It's funny.
The teeth are really funny.
Did
Yeah.
any of you read the fucking the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them?
I didn't.
No.
I didn't read any of the Harry Potter stuff.
Yeah, I've never read Harry Potter. I've never read Fantastic Beast.
I read most of Harry Potter. I remember I never finished Half-Blood Prince, which is like the sixth or seventh book, because there's only one. I think the last one is fucking Deathly Hallows, but the film split it in two. So I think that one is the last one. Okay.
I've
Real
explained why I
question.
haven't watched them before, so I won't do it again.
Real question though. Did you ever read Twilight?
No.
No.
That was so did you ever watch the movies?
No.
Yes.
No? Yes.
All right.
Did you watch-
You can get
You watched the
content
first
out of
one.
Casey.
I
you
don't
watched
remember
the
it.
first
I was
movie.
so little.
Okay, I hated Twilight. I have
did I.
read Twilight. I've read Twilight. I don't think I read all of the books. I did read the first one, and I remember reading it. I have watched all of the movies against my will.
Same. Well, just the first one though.
Oh god, bro, it's great, isn't it? Sparkly vampires.
Listen. I don't mind the sparkly vampires thing, but
Uh-huh.
everything else was bad. So there's no point.
Bro, everyone shit on Kristen Stewart for years after Twilight.
I think rightfully so. It was bad. But
Bro,
like,
It
it's
was
not
just
like the source material was any better.
No, it really wasn't. I remember reading that it was something wild, and I can't remember the context of what
Do you
I'm thinking
guys-
of.
Do you guys know what other thing was
Was it
started as a
Vampire
spin-off
Sucks?
of that?
What? Jazzy, was it Vampire Sucks? What, Casey?
Vampire Sucks was a good parody of that. Do you guys know
Parody.
what other popular thing was started as like a fan fiction for Twilight? Do you guys
What?
know the thing?
What?
I might know the
Twilight?
thing.
Oh yeah,
but I
50
don't want
Shades
to.
Yeah,
All
50
right.
Shades of Grey started as a fan fiction basically
for Twilight. Yeah.
Oh, that's gross.
If you
I hate
I
that.
don't remember what their names are in 50 Shades, but if you replace the main dude's name with Edward and the chick's name with Bella, it's the exact same. It's just a fan fiction. That's all it is.
Oh, wild.
Another movie I haven't watched.
I also haven't watched it. I don't really
Yeah,
want to.
no, I'm not gonna watch that.
It's
I
not
don't
really,
really-
doesn't really sound interesting to me.
I don't really
yeah.
want to watch that guy kind
No.
of movie.
Nope, that's just a porn movie, and I don't want it.
I'm a pass. I'm a hard pass. And then it has like 2 sequels?
Yes,
I think does it
3?
do-
3.
Does it
That's
have 3
three?
sequels? I thought it only had the one.
and 50 Shades of Grey. There's 50 Shades Darker, which came out in 2017.
I remember that one.
Okay, 50 Shades of Grey film. First installment, okay, film 50 Shades film series. First
I don't-
film, 50 Shades of Grey, was released on 2015. Second film, 50 Shades Darker, was released in 2017. 50 Shades Freed was released in 2018. So far,
Yeah.
we've got 3.
I do remember
There's-
the last one, though.
There's 4 books.
Are there 4 books?
Are we
There's
gonna
4
get another
books.
50 Shades of Grey movie?
Fucking probably.
Let me see. What does anyone know what the
There's-
last book's
there's-
called?
There's
Uh,
the 3. There's the 3 Morgan just listed off, and then there's one that's just called Gray.
Uh,
Will there be a 4th 50 Shades of Grey? Let's see.
let's 50 Shades Darker.
Gray is one of those like
Oh, no. there-
novella type things. Gray's
Yeah,
just like part of it.
yeah. Yeah, Sam's right. Yeah, just I guess it just follows the dude's point of view.
It's just it's a novella.
Yeah. Which had its start as fantasy.
What if, like, the whole book's happen, right? And then it turns out she's just, like, stalking this dude and having a weird fantasy about him. And he's just
Mhm.
trying to avoid her. And the last book's, like, this horror novel of trying to avoid your stalker.
Stephen King horror novel.
Oh god.
I would watch that.
I would watch that. Isn't that just what like you started out as, and then it got weird?
What?
Telenovela.
Oh, man.
What were we talking about?
I don't even know anymore.
we're
I
we're going on a book spiral.
I got what was the last Sam, what was the last thing you said? I got sidetracked and my attention span went out the window.
I was saying that the Stalker thing was kind of like how the Netflix series You was supposed to be, at least I think, because I've never watched it.
That. I remember I read a book that was called You. I don't think it's what became the series. I remember the book, the cover was black and it had the words you in like red glass, but the glass was shattered.
Ooh.
And the book was written in second person. So every line
Ew.
was, instead of I or Jacob, for I don't remember what the fucker's name was. It was you. So like you were the character. It was weird.
I don't like second
I've
person books.
never been able to find it since.
I don't like second person books. They're bad.
You book. Watch me look it up now, and I fucking
Yeah.
found it.
I was about to say I'm gonna look it up. It's gonna be right there.
Yeah, Charles Benoit. Yeah, this one. Charles Benoit. You. There we go. Yeah, I found it. Yeah, this book was weird. It was like this high schooler that like I don't remember. Kyle was his name. Yeah, it was a weird book. But the whole Stalker thing reminds me of that one movie that came out. It was about this girl, this lady who was like trying to leave her husband,
hmm
but it didn't work out. But then he died, and so she was fine. But then she felt like she was like being watched all the time, and she felt like she was like hearing or seeing shit that like wasn't actually there. Turns out, spoiler, I don't remember what the name of the movie is. So helpful. Spoiler alert. Fucking the dude didn't die, faked his death, and then he had an invisibility suit.
What?
So he was just invisible, fucking around, like fucking
What
about
the
around the place.
ever loving fuck.
Yeah,
Okay then.
it was weird.
Have you guys
I never watched it. I kept seeing clips for it.
You guys ever
What?
read 1,000 Splendid Suns?
No.
We had to
Sounds
read
interesting.
it for, like, our class. But like it's a hard read, and not because it's bad, because it's fucking it's about some rough shit.
Mm-hmm.
The author like has another book called The Kite Runner, which was a little more popular.
Mm-hmm.
That one sounds more familiar.
But like this one's basically about I believe Afghani girl who got married off when she was like 8.
Oh no.
And then like her whole story of being with this abusive shoemaker man, and eventually he gets
Aw.
another wife, and then they try to escape together, and then it switches
Mhm.
perspective towards the end. Not gonna spoil it because it's really good. And it ends up It was a really good book, and like I read through it all in class before we were supposed to be done with it because I couldn't put it down.
I used to always do that. They'd assign us books, and I'd finish them way ahead of time because I'd get way too interested.
Yeah, I was the opposite.
Go back and make sure I wasn't putting down answers to things that were too far ahead.
I remember getting yelled at a few times to not answer questions anymore because I knew too much because I would read ahead.
Yeah, I was the opposite. I would be like weeks behind the reading, and I'd just bullshit and fail the pop quizzes.
But like, if you can handle tough topics, I don't know how. I'm probably gonna butcher the name, but Khaled Hosseini, in 1,000 Splendid Suns, it's a good book.
Dude, if I didn't ever need book recommendations, I'm just going back to my Google searches from tonight. I say like I don't own too many books already.
I think like the only books that I ever remember like really liking that I had to read were Coach Carter and Great Gatsby.
Great Gatsby was also good.
I never got to read Gatsby.
I read the book, I think I watched the Leo movie first.
The Leo, yeah, we watched it in class.
Yeah, I think I watched the Leo movie on my own. I don't think we watched it in class. We might have watched, I don't remember. Great Gatsby, great book. That's like a really good book.
That
was one. Oh, you can go. It's fine.
I was just gonna say, when the teacher like explained the summary to us, I was not interested, and then I started reading it, and I really enjoyed it. And the movie, the Leonardo DiCaprio one, actually pretty good for like a book adaptation.
Yeah, I enjoy them. I would watch the movie now and be like, "Yeah, this is a good movie."
What were you gonna say?
We were supposed to do that one, and it got switched out of the curriculum literally the year before we got into the grade where we were supposed to do it, and I was upset about it.
What'd you have to read instead?
Oh, I gotta remember what we did that year. I don't even fucking remember. It wasn't good enough, apparently.
Well, that was my senior year. I did that one.
Yeah, I think. Well, I did it my senior year, but only because I had to take English 11 and 12 my senior year because I failed. I was not a good student. I'm not a good student.
Yeah, I did.
You changed that from was to are not. Am not.
I'm not a good student. I'm not a good student.
I didn't get to do books my senior year of high school because I took a college English, and she said no.
Hot nerd.
Nerd.
Yeah, I'm a nerd. We're not gonna say the thing, even though Celeste said it once on podcast already, even though I told her not to.
Fucking
what? That you're at? Never mind.
No. Don't. You know what I'm referencing.
CC, still live in chat.
Chat, sound off.
Sound off. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Go. All right, cool.
Chat, sound off, and not by saying colleges I almost got into.
We've
hard.
Shut up.
All right, we've got CC. Fucking. Trying to remember what else did I read. Fucking. What was your like average grade in like high school?
Do you want me to say that?
If you like summed up your like 4 years, freshman to senior year, like what was like your average grade?
Freshman to senior year, probably like a B-.
I don't know by letters. We didn't do letters.
Well, would you do percentage?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Do you want me to say that? Because you guys are gonna make fun of me.
You want me to go first? It's gonna be high.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go first?
It was like a 94.
Jesus Christ. Fucking we did percentage too, but we also did letter grade. The letter always got translated. The number always got translated to a letter. I'm pretty sure the best year I did was my junior year, but I'm like a D to C kind of guy. I am not a good student.
Dude, C's get degrees. It doesn't matter.
Bro, D's get degrees.
No, not anymore, buddy.
Bro, yeah, not anymore.
No, okay, but back then it did. Back then it did, like 7 years ago.
I keep forgetting you guys are so much older than me. I joke about you guys forgetting that I'm a baby, but I forget you're so much older than me.
For clarification, Sam is not actually a child.
Yeah, not a child.
Not
just
a child.
Younger than them by a decent bit.
I graduated in 2015.
Graduated in 2020. I graduated 5 years after you.
I hate that I'm like one of the older people in chat. It pisses me off so much.
Man, I wonder
Why?
where I would have been if I graduated the year I was supposed to.
What
Not
year
where
was
you
supposed to
are now.
graduate?
2017. I was only a year back.
I never got held back. I just kept failing, and I went to summer school since like 5th grade.
If Casey graduated a year earlier, you guys would have never had to deal with me. You would have been free
Shit,
from
let
the
me go back in
burden.
time real quick, bro.
Yeah, Casey's gonna get a time machine real quick.
I'm an electrical engineer. I can figure it out.
Yeah, you can figure it out. Man invents time machine to not have to deal with stupid friend.
Man invents time machine out of spite.
Yeah.
Man goes to the moon on a spite.
Little girl invents metal bending out of spite.
Bro, honestly,
We're back to we made a full circle. We've done it. We're back to Avatar.
We can always come back to Avatar.
Hey,
I can always bring the topic back.
I
I know, buddy.
We'll always need him most.
We do need him most. Aang,
We do need
come
him.
back to us.
Come back.
But
We
it's
just hit
been
an
an
hour.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So
Yeah.
time to wrap it up, I guess.
I feel like that's a good note to end it. Aang, come back.
And
We've
come
missed
back.
you.
Come back to us, please.
Aang, just
Have
appear
you
in
seen the fan
guys,
series?
listen. Okay, the icebergs are melting.
They're
and
melting.
If we have an Aang in one,
Now,
but we'll be safe soon.
bro, remember the fucking the iceberg that was like glowing blue?
Yeah.
That came out like a few years ago, bro.
There's
There he
Aang
is.
in there.
He's in there. Have you
There's
seen
an
the
Aang
fan
in
series?
there?
There's an
No.
Aang in there. Gross.
Have you heard of the Fang series? The fan series?
No.
There's
No.
a fan series. A fan decided to like make a sequel to Korra.
Oh
and
yeah.
Oh,
Genji, and he's like a sand bender, and he's
I
like
think I've seen it.
he's the Avatar, but people don't know he's the Avatar. There's a false Avatar that people are like, oh, he's so famous and he's great.
That's
And he's like a
Oh, that's a
earthbender,
fun
so-
concept.
that's weird
Yes.
how similar the plot of that is to the Kyoshi novels. But
have you read the Kyoshi novels?
I haven't, but I know like about them because
Oh,
watch
okay.
people talk about them.
Bro, great. I think they've started to come out with the comic. I think the first chapters got released for Genji. So
Yeah, isn't that
you wanna check it
webtoons?
out?
I think.
Maybe.
Be webtoon.
I have
Webtoon's got a lot of stuff lately. They've been really getting some big
Popping off.
stuff
I
in
just
there. Yeah.
realized I do webtoons count as fan fiction?
No, those are original stories most
Okay,
of the
never
time.
mind.
Yeah, they are original, but they are pretty cool.
I want to
should
read
see if Lore
Noblesse.
Olympus got
I want to
updated.
do it.
Bro, Noblesse, I read it all. It's great.
I'm gonna reread it at some point.
Oh,
I'm
it's
gonna do
great.
it.
Uh,
The
I
anime's
need,
bad.
I
but
need
I
to go
wanna
back
watch
to
it.
Hardcore Leveling Warrior. That's a good one.
All right, we're wrapping it up.
Yeah, right. Wrapping it up.
Thank you for coming out and watching. Does anyone else want to do the outro tonight?
No.
Nope.
Okay. Thanks for coming out and watching. Make sure you check out the YouTube. We just posted a new video from 2 weeks ago, that podcast. Make sure you follow us to get more of our wonderful content on here. Subscribe, join our Discord so you can chat with us once in a while and give us memes. Have a good week. Have a good life. I love you. Oh boy.
Bye.
Bye. Goodbye, internet.